right, guys, we're live.
Hey.
Phew.
Hello.
All six of us on one podcast. It's incredible.
It could be incredible.
This
It could
must
go
be a-
very, very wrong.
It could be caught.
All right, let's start with secrets about Tim Evans that we all know.
Oh, I'm an
1, 2,
open
3,
book.
go.
I thought this was only 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, true.
Dude, that stays between us, Chris. Come on.
All right, so I want to introduce everyone because, obviously we are a podcast, we are audio, and this is the first time I'm actually doing multiple guests on here, which is great. So I want to introduce top left, Chris Youngash from Rapworks. Chrissy, and I don't want to butcher your name.
Walthour.
Walthour from IBOW. We got Tim Evans, Rapper Mapper, Daniel Nava from IBOW, and Nate Kraus from Innovation. I always get this wrong because I want to say IVS all the time.
Yeah, just hit IVS Raps.
IVS Raps. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
We're all in different
Living the
spectrums right now. It's unbelievable. Dan and Chrissy are in Nevada still?
Yep, somewhere in the desert.
Somewhere in the desert.
Pete's.
Yeah. Chris is in Cali. I'm in Boston. Tim, where are you today?
Ohio.
Ohio. And Nate?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. This is,
Don't you know?
yeah, don't
Yeah. Wisconsin.
By the way, Jeff, that accent on Chrissy's name is classic. What's our? I can't
I try to do as
even
best
do
as
it.
I
The Boston
can.
I can't be making fun of Coke.
Not making fun. I love it.
All right, so let's get this started, man. Let's and guys and girls. Let's.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Dan.
And Dan.
Don't forget Dan.
Yeah.
And Tim.
Oh,
I'm very
man.
secure. I'm very secure.
Yeah.
I hope so. It sounds windy.
I don't laugh. It's because I'm dying of the heat, but that's okay.
Dan sacrificing his body outside in 120-degree weather to be out of the car, so the audio can be as clear as possible.
I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah. Let's not go there with the
You're
puns.
looking a little flushed, Dan. A little flushed, and I'm not sure if it's the heat.
Stay hydrated.
I do it for her.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
if you believe that, I'll sell you a bridge.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about that's coming up that we're all going to be at and attending and helping out and promoting, which would be the RapsCon and the Raps VIP. Dan, you want to start off with what you're doing at the IBOW booth at the RapsCon event?
Well, we're keeping it simple this year. We're just going to be promoting our IBOW tech service that we're going to be coming out with within the next couple of months. And then we're going to try to have a new product here by RapsCon, but looks like we're not going to have it by RapsCon, but soon thereafter. So we'll keep that one under the wraps for now.
Nice.
And then, of course, promoting our training classes. We're growing as a whole. Obviously, as a group, everybody that's a guest today is IBOW member. We now have, including myself, 10 members. And we're growing, trying to do it at a responsible rate. But in our growth, it's bringing us more opportunities. Chris Youngash, obviously, is wrapping a beautiful car that we'll keep quiet for now in the Mamaki booth. And we've got our ties with Dub. We'll be doing live rapping in the Dub booth, and then hopefully at some point walking the show to see what everyone else is doing.
Right. That's awesome. Chris, what's your plans at the Mamaki booth? You just doing demos?
Yes, I am doing live demos, and apparently I'm going to be mic'd in, so I get to say some funny words while I'm out there. Hopefully I say some smart words. I'm really looking forward to it, though. It's a great opportunity for me as it's a, it's kind of it's my first opportunity like that where it's like fully just me. So it's, I'm excited about it. It's a really great opportunity.
That's awesome. And you're doing the demo solely by yourself, mic'd up. Is that your first time being mic'd up and talking to the crowd and everything?
No, not. I've done it in other places before. I had done it when we did it was well, as far as I know, it's still the longest live Facebook feed when we did the RC real-time build with Lexus and Apex exhaust.
Wow.
I was mic'd in the whole time there, but I didn't exactly know what that meant. So I may have said some things that I wasn't supposed to say. Special words, special things, but all in all, that it's I'm comfortable with it. I enjoy it. So what more fun could you have than doing what you love in front of a crowd?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You got to get reminded that you're not in the shop, and the shop talk has to get, kind of cut out a little bit during those live demo events.
Nobody told me that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
Clean,
mic'd
Chris.
in meant. I didn't know what mic'd in meant. I thought if they had a question, they'd ask me, I'd answer. I didn't know it was just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but just answer it freely as
Yeah, yeah, you all know how it is, sitting around wrapping cars, talking too much sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Conversation gets funny.
for sure.
Do you want to mention your other affiliations and certifications?
Sure. Yeah, my other affiliations are Pain is Dead. I'm a board member at Pain is Dead. Been there on Pain is Dead for a couple of years now. Been a board member since the first of the year. That's going amazing. The amazing growth in this industry, and what we're trying to do as an organization in Pain is Dead is just amazing, and it's a great opportunity to be a part of it. And then also with IBOW, we're like Dan said, we're growing at a responsible rate, and I think it's a good way to do that because there's a lot of big plans, and you have to have a small group to get the plans moving before you bring them to Disney. Too many cooks in the kitchen will, wreck it.
You
So
need right
it's
here.
really, yeah. So, it's just that it's really cool because both sides of it that I'm on with PID, where I'm more of a, like, manufacturer relations and vendor relations. But to be on the other side of things with IBOW, with working on training and talking about just the why you have, and it's really exciting. It's a good thing to be a part of. I'm certified from Avery Dennison, and also nanofusion paint protection. So it's keep busy as far as all that kind of stuff. I'm looking to get my 3M certification here within the next year or two, all depending if I'm ever able to get out of my shop. I took a vacation. That was a mistake. Never doing it again.
No, we need to all take vacations for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But no, it's just everything we're all doing here together as this group, and what an honor to all be on this call together. On the 50th podcast, it's the good things are happening, and it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to the growth of it. Right.
Definitely. Yeah, I wish you well too for getting the extra cert with the 3M and everything.
Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna go to the big campus and do it the right way.
There you go. All right, Tim, you're up. What's going on with you at the event? What are you running around? You're a judge this year as well, right?
No, not doing any judging this year. I'm going to focus on obviously coming in and helping out with the IBOW booth, helping out in the Dub booth, Raps VIP, of course, Friday afternoon and then Friday night. That's usually a pretty crazy and wild thing. But I'm going to spend most of my time focusing on live exposure, live promotion of the event, photography, things like that.
Great. Yeah, that's right up your alley, right?
Yep. I really dig it. I enjoy it.
I'm really glad that in the industry we have someone like you that, you know, you don't have like the camera guys out with the cell phones taking pictures and posting them. You're actually out there. You're getting great action shots during the events, during the parties, and you know, giving people like kind of just a background of what they're missing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. I mean, those of us that get to go to, you know, more events than just one or, you know, every couple of years, when you see all of these just amazing people, you know, from the different film manufacturers and the training and the, you know, the guys who've made the tools. And there's so many really cool, amazing things that, you know, we all know that in our industry, sometimes it's hard to get out of the shop. Right, Chris?
Never now.
Because it can, you know, most of us are, you know, small business people, and if you don't have a good team behind you, then, you know, you can't just pick up and leave anytime you want. So being able to see the cool things happening, you know, kind of whets your appetite for, you know, oh yeah, I want to go to that next year. That just looks amazing. And, you know, so just trying to bring that out. I think it's fun.
Definitely.
And hopefully people enjoy it.
Yeah, I appreciate you and what you do. You know, not only just in the rap industry, but also the photography side of it and bringing that out.
Thanks.
Mr. Nate,
Yo.
rocking the podcast shirt. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? What you got cooking? What's your plans for the events?
So I'll be helping out with the IBOW booth and the Dub booth, and then I'll be helping with Raps VIP in a much less stressful kind of way this year, right, Tim?
It was a sheer challenge. You rose to the challenge, man. It was amazing.
Other than that, like I look forward to actually walking the floor this year. You know, a little bit, because last year I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
So between IBOW Dub booth, I want to get out and about a little bit.
Definitely. Any big goals for this year for the event or anything?
Not really, just help wherever I can and enjoy myself.
Nice. Chrissy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So what will you be doing at the show this year?
A little bit of everything. First and foremost, supporting IBOW in our training program, saying hellos to all my IBOW family, friends, industry people. Hopefully have a chance to walk to booth, but basically just focus on our agendas as far as promoting the training program, seeing what I can do to continue to support the industry and our team, and just, you know, do whatever I can to be the glue that keeps us all moving in the right direction.
That's awesome. Now you do a little bit of rapping, right? I've seen a couple videos you
A little bit.
holding the film once in a while, right? Is Dan giving you some tips and tricks, or
Yeah, I can hold my own.
are we gonna see you rapping soon?
Probably not.
Probably.
You know, guys, one thing I gotta say about Chrissy, and I mean, you guys are all close to me, so you know, but the world may not know as much. But I post on Facebook talking about IBOW and all this, and we throw designs out every now and again. Raps VIP, she's so much the brains behind so much of this.
Duh.
We both have our contribution, but the 50s, 60s concept for VIP was hers. You know, it's not that, I guess maybe it looks like I'm taking credit, but she is really a lot of brains behind a lot of the operation. When I'm falling apart
Brains and beauty.
at the computer, she's keeping me straight,
Kidding.
you know?
Well,
She's really good at rapping louvers.
Yes, I am the
yes,
Louver
you
Queen.
are.
Wait. Nate, thank you for reminding me. I do have a title that I hold, right? The Louver Queen. I can do
Louver
a
Queen.
Louver like nobody's business. They
Yeah.
should
Oh, and that's a great example. When I was losing my patience on louvers, she's like, move.
move.
And she took them.
wow.
Yeah.
Are Louvers on the 3M test? They should be.
No.
No,
you're not.
They should
That
be.
alone, they'll give you the certificate just for that.
Just cut it
Just
out.
the Louvers. I'm good.
I'm not just the louvers.
Stop it.
I'm here to get certified on louvers.
I'll take whatever I can get, Tim.
Forget the HHR bumper, straight to louvers.
Hell no.
Right to louvers.
Mhm.
Keep it. I might do the corrugated wall and the louvers, and then I'm good.
She does want to do the advanced training though up at 3M. As much as we like to promote that we do training, things like that, whenever it comes down to our own stuff, we're on the go. So, you know, we don't have time to slow down and train her. You know, we've got a BMW that's not even wrapped. You know, we don't get to slow down and do stuff, you know, for ourselves at least.
Jeff,
So-
to give you a little bit of background and what I can add to the IBOW family, the industry, is my background is marketing and PR. I worked for a large company doing strategic branding for 20 years.
Wow.
So that's kind of where the behind the scenes things happen with me. And I've been part of large business developments and things of that nature. So it kind of falls in line with trying to promote a brand.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to have in order to do what you're doing, you need to have everybody in their lane. And I feel like Dan's created that with all the different trainers and different aspects, designers, installers, you know, people who can work on the machines and troubleshoot machines and designer, you know, everything, every aspect, but not just that, but you need the background as well. Like the marketing, the PR, all this, all that, like, Chrissy, I can't commend you enough for that.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And as far as like the Raps VIP event, now we're doing 50s, 60s theme. We're having a full DJ. Now this is going to be a little different this year. I wasn't there last year. It was a boat last year. You did the kind of like a cruise type of thing.
Right.
Mhm.
This year it's going to be at like a facility.
Yep. We're doing it at the Reef in Long Beach. It's across the harbor from the convention center, right pretty much by the Queen Mary. We have a ballroom and an outdoor patio. Make it a little easier for people to come and go as they please. And beautiful look of Long Beach harbor and downtown. And we're having a classic car shows as people arrive. They get to go through some classic cars that are wrapped and some that are not. Just some people from around the world may not have opportunity to see some classic cars, or people that live in the Midwest, we don't get to see as many cool cars all the time. So to have some of those there will be fun for people.
Yeah.
Then inside the party, we every year we do the giveaways. I think we're right at it. There about $15,000 worth of giveaways again this year.
That's incredible.
And we the diecast car wrap competition. We have 1/18 scale 1964 GTOs.
Wow.
We're gonna give people vinyl. Well, obviously knifeless tape, blade, wrap glove, and little mini yellow tool squeegee. And they'll get to compete in that. We're not giving times away, anything like that, how long they have, just so people are kind of put on the spot, and they'll have however much time to wrap. And then best designs will be judged after we run through however many people that want to compete. And there'll be a prize for that winner also.
Wow. Now, is there any judging involved? Who's doing all the judging for that aspect?
IBOW members will be doing the judging.
There you go, Tim. See, you are judging.
That's
You'll be
something.
judging the diecast
Great,
car
another
competition.
responsibility.
I beg your pardon, Jeff. Apparently I'm judging.
Yep.
Apparently, we forgot to send that memo to you.
Yeah, you got it verbally and out of video, and it's recorded. So
Right.
there's no getting
No
out of
You cannot get out of it.
it. That goes for you, Chris, up there.
Hey, I'm all good. Whatever. Just give me something else to do. Whatever.
Oh,
I told you about the G-Wagon that's showing up tomorrow, right, Chris?
Yep. Gold
Yeah.
chrome.
Gold chrome.
Printed chrome all the way around. Got a match.
Printed chrome. We're gonna have it.
Now you guys are hooking
One
up
day-
together,
one day.
right? Chris and Dan, you guys are hooking up to wrap a
No.
car.
No.
I was gonna say, could you wrap? Yeah, let's phrase that differently.
rephrase that.
Well, all right. Take out the hooking up part. Sorry.
Yeah, we're meeting up.
Guys,
what Chrissy doesn't know.
Mhm.
Oh, she's right here.
Oh, damn.
No, yeah, we are
Take them, Chris. Take
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. What?
them. Take them. Bye-bye, Keisha.
Chrissy's also a comedian.
Only one room for a comedian in this family, and it's not me.
Oh, man.
Back to business.
That's it.
So yeah, we'll be at Chris's shop tomorrow, and again, you can't give.
Anybody's invited to come down, by the way.
Yes,
That's if we
All
get
hands
out.
check. All
anybody
hands
with
on
skills. No new rappers with rusty blades. We need experienced
Oh
people.
God.
Now, for the event that you're doing for the rapping competition, do you have a limit as far as how many people are signing up for that?
For the VIP party.
Yes.
Hello.
Yep.
We don't know yet. We may have to put a cap on that. Obviously, I mean, if we have 100 people, that's gonna be impossible.
Right.
But I'm thinking if we get 30 people or something like that, that might work. Some people are gonna want to do it and then have a few drinks and not want to do it. Some people not want to do it and then they'll have a few drinks and want to do it. So, never done this before, so we're gonna see how it works.
Yep. Cut responsibly.
Yeah. Do not cut the paint.
We're gonna have a breathalyzer for you rappers.
That should
Minimum
actually
2
be a
drinks
test.
to start.
You should see how many beers you can drink before you start failing your cut.
Hey, that could be a new
That could be fun. How well can you rap after beer number
Right.
16?
Right.
Like a 4-beer, 5-beer minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
them spin their head around a baseball.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. There we go.
Yep.
2 shots of tequila and blindfolded.
I say that we as the IBOW members nominate the people based on their, their party habits. Who's
Okay.
gonna rap the guitars?
Based on their tolerance?
Tolerance,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, there's some people that would win it.
No, I want low tolerance.
Oh,
right.
low
Right.
tolerance.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like I'm
Okay.
looking
The lightweights.
while spinning on the baseball bat and then go to try to cut something.
Yep. I'm okay with that one. We can make that
I mean,
happen.
as long as we're in LA area, we might as well stay Hollywood. Let's do this. Make for some good TV. Nobody wants to see you cut perfect. They want to see you.
Yeah,
There's
right.
entertainment in that, right?
We
Yeah,
want
right.
bad
There's
news.
a joke in there somewhere about cutting perfect in Hollywood. Just saying.
Oh boy. Please roll a commercial.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
Hey, can you
people.
invite me? Sorry.
It's gonna be a whole week.
A week.
There's a reason I'm coming Wednesday.
Yo. Hey, are you guys making it to Yellow Tools event as well? On Wednesday
Yes.
night?
You mean for the cannonball competition?
Yeah. Isn't Dan bringing a Speedo?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
That's what
I didn't pack the Speedo, so.
I believe the term was banana hammock.
Oh,
Banana hammock.
I stand corrected.
Oh boy.
Chris is looking decidedly uncomfortable at this point.
Look at the beautiful sky.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I have to live with him.
Oh man, that's incredible.
Feel my pain.
So Dan, you'll be up there pretty much for the rest of the week now, right? You guys are making it up there tonight.
Yep. Tonight we've got to go to Mamaki in the morning, pick up Prince, and then drive down to Costa Mesa, Chris's shop, and then
That's where we'll be living until Thursday.
yeah, we're gonna be living in Ping Pong Mall throughout Orange County and LA County the next few days. So
Nice. And Nate,
I'll be happy when the convention starts, so we can slow it down a bit.
I know, right? That's the truth.
Yeah. Chris has had some real, obviously not unattainable tasks. He's just had some incredible tasks that he's been accomplishing. And we talked, I think it was on Friday, Chris, when we were kind of catching up. And I said, well, it's your fault for living so close to the convention.
I'm
It's
glad.
a good thing though. He
It's a great
just
thing.
handles it. No complaints from him. It's just part of our industry.
Yep. That's what we got to
If
do.
things are constantly last second. I've been doing this for 17 years. It's always last second. Even when I say it will not be last second,
That's when you jinx it.
right before I went on my last vacation a week ago, I put 22 hours in the night before. Left
And
the
then-
shop at 3:30 in the morning, got home at 4:30, got picked up at 5:45. It's all good.
And you still couldn't get away from the rap industry because you ended up bumping into
Into Neil.
Neil while you were there.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's funny.
That was so random. That was awesome. That was absolutely
cool.
awesome.
How ironic was that?
We're everywhere.
Small giant world we live in.
That's it. Hey, I was thinking last night before I went to bed, any thoughts of bringing this stuff East Coast? These events
I
to the
hope
East?
so.
I'm hoping so.
Rugs?
I'm making a 6-hour, plane ride on Tuesday up there.
Usually as close to East Coast as it comes is normally like SGIA in Florida or
That's pretty close.
New
My
Orleans.
shore house.
I'm okay with a 2-hour flight.
But next year, if I recall correctly, they're actually NBM's bringing a show to Columbus, so they're at least bringing
Oh,
it to
that's
the
right.
Midwest.
That's
Right in
right.
your backyard, Tim.
Yep, exactly. That sounds like a
Awesome.
party.
Close to us too.
We're gonna have to plan for a 2019 party in Columbus.
Yes.
That'd be nice. That way all our East Coast people can enjoy the event.
Funny,
as well.
I never knew that was for the party.
Now, are they bringing Raps VIP and RapsCon?
I don't think so.
It's just going to be the MBM
Oh.
show.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say where RapsCon is next year, but it's not in Columbus, Ohio. But Ruggs typically announces the next RapsCon at RapsCon.
Can hardly wait.
Yeah.
Stop planning. Stop planning now.
Yeah.
Dan and Chrissy start planning as soon as last year finished up. We were planning for this year.
I can
We
imagine.
came up with our idea pretty quickly, though, Tim. I think you were the first person we
Yep.
called, and
Yep.
it was a pretty exciting phone call. It's always good when Tim's like, "I like it. Oh, let's do that. Let's go with it."
Yeah. It's funny how it literally she's right.
Evolved pretty
Timmy
quickly.
and Chrissy are right. The first Raps VIP. When we throw that together in like 4 months, it was me, Chrissy, and Tim Evans. And then the next year, we started planning it after RapsCon Indianapolis
Yeah.
for Long Beach. And after last year, we started planning it. So it now officially takes us a year to plan this event. We really kick it into high gear as soon as SEMA's over because we have all things leading up to SEMA. And now we're Gluttons for Punishment, that we started an annual party. IBOW along with Anna from Color Reel and Car Wrapper software. So now we're doing a party every year at SEMA called Rappy Halloween. I don't know why
it
we
was
do
a
it,
lot
but
of
it's
fun.
happening.
It was a lot of fun.
So, it was a lot of fun.
Remember that, Nate? Remember, Nate, how fun that was?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Nate.
remember, Nate?
First 20 minutes.
I saw
Nate
some
went for a
pretty.
little bit.
I saw some pretty awesome pictures.
Night.
Yeah.
Nate got to see what their carpeting looked like.
Yeah.
Love you, Nate.
Did I do that?
Rockstar. Might as well go with the bang, right?
Seriously, when in Vegas.
When in Vegas.
No, it was a good time. Some good costumes, some really good. I mean, we're in a creative market, right? So you tell people come up with something creative. You get some pretty cool stuff. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and don't forget, Nate and Dan, I have a picture from that night. So if you ever.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Blackmail.
Oh.
That's what it is, dude.
The problem is you fall and sleep in an Uber and everyone pulls their cameras out. Jeez.
Most of us learn that lesson when we're kids. Never be the first
Yeah.
one to fall asleep.
Nope.
That's right.
Nope. Just take your
Well,
shoes
you
off
know.
first. You're safe.
Oh, yeah.
It was an
Yeah. So yeah, we're excited about that again this year. We've been lightly working on it. This Rappy Halloween doesn't take as much organization as Rap VIP.
Yeah.
dress
We
up,
don't
show
have-
up.
Dress up, show up, have a place that doesn't charge for the venue like Raps VIP. It's a lot less stressful on us.
Yeah.
And then everyone, I honestly didn't expect as many people to dress up for Halloween as they did, and I was so happy.
Halloween, Vegas, why not?
It brought a lot of people closer together too. I mean, maybe you see people on social media or magazines, whatever, and then you get to hang out with them, and everyone's out of their element because they're wearing silly costumes.
Right.
It was a great bonding experience.
It was funny.
Yeah. And I'm never gonna live down my mariachi. I was Liberace the mariachi.
That's awesome.
What?
That's what I call myself. I look like
That's what you
Liberace.
called yourself, but okay.
What did he go as for real though?
I was a mariachi with short pants on and a female tailored coat and shiny ribbon.
Chrissy, did you dress him up for that?
No, nada.
No. Oh, he did it all by himself. He takes full
Stop it.
credit.
Stop it.
Not my problem, not my fault.
Nate, what'd you go as? Did you dress up?
He doesn't remember.
I don't remember. Ask these guys.
It
He
involved
might
a
remember what
wig.
he went as. He may not remember what he went as.
Yeah. No, I remember I let my hair out because no one thinks I have long hair. It wasn't a wig.
He let his hair down. It
Yeah.
all hang out.
He definitely did, didn't he?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. How about you, Tim? What did you dress up as?
I did not.
You did not.
Well, I went
Man.
prepared to do photography and do all the stuff I typically do, and
Got shut down.
got shut
Can't do
down.
that in a costume.
Down.
Really?
Oh yeah, apparently there were some unforeseen rules of the club. They saw me pull
Victor.
out my gear and they about had a heart attack. I don't know. You can't do that.
He's got his lens out the hair, and the
Yeah.
security's just like, no.
Yep.
Oh man.
So
That
it
was
actually-
interesting.
It was fun though. It's rare that I get to go to parties and just
Party?
kind of enjoy the party.
Yeah.
So, but it was a good time though. It was a good time.
That's
But
awesome.
Tim, remember, Josh McCart surprised you by showing up as Rapper Mapper.
Yeah, Joshua Marquardt. He showed
Got
up
his
as
win?
Rapper Mapper Man. It made my day.
That's awesome.
He had a mask, a cape.
No way.
Yeah, it was a good time. He's
Yeah,
a
the
great guy.
creativity. The creativity really came out. I was really happy to see that everybody came, and then how creative everybody was, and what a good time.
Who won? The guy who won. What was his name?
Shane Oliveros.
He oh crud, his name just popped right out of my head, but he completely dressed himself up as a big propane torch.
Propane torch.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was wearing all green. He had a hat that looked like a button. I mean,
Yeah, I forget his
he
name.
was all. He looked like a legit torch. He did a good job.
Genius.
A highlight of the night was Tadashi coming from Japan, and he came as a samurai, and security stopped him because he had a sword,
Still samurai.
A legit sword?
a legit sword.
Oh my God.
But
did
he
he
didn't know.
How did he even get, well, probably not from Japan, but how did he get through
Well, check
TSA with
baggage.
that?
Check baggage.
Jeez.
So
don't
I'm
know.
not sure how.
I think Rick might have been my favorite.
Rick was my favorite.
Oh, good lord,
Oh, no.
Rick, we're sorry in advance. Tim Evans brought you up, not me.
Tim's fault. Where are you, Tim? In the Brady Bunch square here.
It probably depends on the screen. I'm upper right on my screen. This way.
can-
This way. We can do the Brady Bunch thing.
Who's down for me?
But no, Rick came in black mesh pantyhose and leather, and I mean,
Leather panties.
It was a sight.
I
Pearl
remember
necklace.
that.
I'd want to say I could imagine, but I don't want to.
He had a corset too, didn't he?
He was very pretty.
He was dressed to the nines.
He showed
That's
up.
a man with confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Showed up to the
Talk
wrong
about
party.
Banana hammock.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Chris, did you dress up for the event?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
What were you
Of
wearing?
course. I was myself in high school. It's what I do. I've got this awesome wig that's like down to here, and Miss Old Surfer magazine shirt, and I just great big stinky surfing hippie. Loved it.
And nothing's changed other than length of your hair.
Yeah, well, I still got little under here. You know, I keep it tucked up like Nate.
Like Nate.
No, it was so much fun. It was actually like I was all fired up. I figured Halloween in Las Vegas. We showed up. Me and my crew showed up at the Avery party before, and nobody was in a costume. It was like only us, and it was so funny. I was like, you guys are all lame, and we are just on fire. We're having so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
You guys did look good.
Anna looked great. She was
Yeah. Amy
my girl.
Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Dead ringer.
dead ringer for that for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
I ever
That's
dress up
awesome.
like that every once in a while, but you know, for our private time.
Let's hit the conversation needs to stop right there.
Yep.
I'm
Next.
shake my head. Shake my
Hey,
head.
we're having you come out for Raps VIP, right? Jeff, you're doing something special for us?
Yes, I am. Dan's been really nice enough to give me a table at the Raps VIP to sit down and have sit-down conversations and record them kind of in this manner. We're going to try to do it live. That's going to be the best thing, but we won't know till actually we get there and figure out the internet situation and whatnot. But either way, it will be recorded, video as well as audio, which is going to be great. I can't thank Dan, Chrissy, and everybody from the team enough for letting me come out and do this and being such a big supporter of the podcast, you know, and kind of its infancy of, you know, it's going to be 9 months, here in a couple of days on the 9th. It's going to be 9 months so far.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You've been doing a great
Yep.
job, Jeff.
Yes.
Heck yeah, congrats, brother. It's awesome.
Yep.
I
It's
appreciate
been
it.
growing in such a cool way. I think I was episode 4.
I believe
3 or
so.
4.
You were with within the first 10. Definitely.
Yeah, and just to see the attention that I mean, you just keep getting industry powerhouses up and right, and you know, actually, Jeff, we got a call from Pennsylvania. I don't think I've ever told you this. Pennsylvania College of Technology, because one of the professors heard your podcast, and we now have a contract with them.
That's
Isn't that something? So
it's
forgive me for not
incredible.
giving you credit for that, but yeah,
No.
it's reaching people all over. These people don't know how to rap,
I
and
love that.
they're interested in the IBOW curriculum as an elective into their college courses.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah,
So thank you for that.
It's all about you guys at the end of the day. It's all about the guests. And I'm just a small piece of it. I'm just here to kind of just put it out to the world. You know, I'm very, very humbled. The last couple of weeks, ironically enough, I've had phone calls and emails and different things come up that, you know, people reaching out and sharing their stories, how the podcast has kind of helped them out business-wise, or someone that listened to the podcast that I would have never thought would even listen to it ended up getting a job. Nate and I had a personal conversation just the other day, ironically enough, about a really cool one. I don't know if Nate wants to share it or not. I don't want to blow up your spot.
Yeah, no. Well, I'll share that next month.
All right, cool. We'll do that. But that was totally left field for me. I couldn't believe, the reach that it's gotten, not only just people in the industry, but outside of the industry. Like I wrote on my last post about, leading up to this and going up to, 20,000 listens and downloads. I never thought, at this point I would have, 100 people listening to it. Nonetheless, 20,000 total people I've listened to.
For you, though.
40-something episodes. I appreciate that. It was never my intent, which is ironic. It was just kind of something that I wanted to fulfill my need for the industry, which, now I'm setting up really huge goals for myself and to try to transition back into the industry, which my story will come out here in the next few weeks. I've got a great podcast just about myself and where I am in this whole sea of rappers and how I started and share my story.
Jeff, I think what you're doing, if you don't mind me commenting on that, is you're providing a lot of relevance to the industry by allowing people to come on and talk about their personal experiences, how they've been brought up through the industry, things that they want to do to continue to support the industry. But it's bringing a lot of relevance and giving people a voice and talking about gets in line with the people in the right direction. And you've given everybody a new platform to be able to do that. And that's really, really important. And your drive and your passion for the industry, the industry really shines through, not only with your story, but also with how you are let everybody have the floor and have the platform to be able to tell you about their experiences and encourage people and inspire people to keep doing what they're doing, and stay, true to their path in this industry. So I think it's really important what you're doing, and it's nice to have a platform to be able to do it.
What's interesting is, Jeff, you and I have had this conversation. We have so many conversations, it's hard for us to remember who we've shared these conversations with. But the other guys, and Chrissy already knows this, that's kind of why you and I hit it off so heavily at first.
Yeah.
That's why Tim Evans and I hit it off. That's why Chris Youngash, Nate Kraus, everyone on IBOW, that's our mindset. That's Rapper Mapper's mindset. That's obviously All Wrapped Up podcast. Think about it. Years ago, none of us had training. We didn't have the things available to us that we have now. Now we have certifications. It's something we can work towards. We mess the projects up and we move forward. Well, people don't have to do that anymore because there's so much out there for learning now. Mm-hmm. And the learning keeps escalating. Why people wouldn't want to access that, I don't know the answer to that, but the fact that it's there is incredible, and it's from a lot of people giving back.
Nope. I appreciate that. And again, I would have never thought someone would put the title as the podcast to be a resource at the end of the day as well, which is unbelievable. I could cry. You know what I mean? It was never that. I just wanted to fulfill that need of talking because of the stories I can relate. And I know everybody can relate. And you've had those hard times at a shop and you're stressed out and you're always thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I working so hard? And you almost feel like you're the only one. You know what I mean? Why am I the only one here at midnight doing this, hustling? And Nate knows, you know what I mean? And
I'm
Tim,
always the only one.
You're not the only one. And it's nice when you're at that stage and you're able to hear the audio and hear someone saying, yes, those stressful nights, those days you want to give up. And I stuck through it. And now look where I am. And I think that's what we need more of, the positive end of it. Mm-hmm. We got to stop thinking about the negatives. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we go through a lot of hurdles and have to jump through hoops and stuff like that, but we can't forget about that end result, that light at the end of the tunnel, and know that you're not the only one trying to get there. So it's, I've transitioned my mindset, the way I structure the podcast and the questions. I try to keep it very loose and, like you said, Chrissy, give the floor to the guests, because at the end of the day, it's all about promoting them and supporting them in their journey. and let everybody experience that at the same time.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
so it's great. You know, I can't thank everybody enough that listens to it, that watches the videos,
Bravo.
that you know, always looking for that new podcast on Monday mornings to listen to share, to get them through. You know, I struggled a little bit on the dates of putting them out and which day to put them out, and I figured, you know what, Mondays are probably the best because it's the Monday blues. You wake up in the morning and you just like, okay, let's start of the week. And I thought Mondays would be the perfect time to people to get into that transition in the morning, get their coffee, get ready for scheduling, get the podcast ready to go in the speakers, and start rapping and just hear those stories and get motivated for that week. And it's shown in my analytics, in the views and the listens. It was the best transition I ever made. And you know, and if it wasn't for all the listeners and you guys supporting me and promoting me, I don't think I would be where I am today if it wasn't for all of you. And I appreciate that.
Thank you. And that's the same for us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we've been pushing hard to build our brand, and you know, Tim Evans has been very much instrumental in supporting us and being there for us. Rapper Mapper has been there for us in many ways, and just as a friend, and it keeps building. You know, here Nate and I became great friends. Chris and I, we just met at SEMA, 2016, Chris, and hit it off. But
Excuse me.
it's about all those people being there for us. There's the reason I'm standing here right now, because he's here with us right now, is because of all of you guys. It's not a one-man show in the industry. Yeah, at your shop, it is. You know, Nate calls me, you know, at 6 a.m. sometimes. He's like, I'm just going to bed, and everyone does that. You know, Chris, I can't even imagine what your weekend's been like, but you know, at any time you can call somebody and vent, or somebody to support you or whatever. We all got here because of other people helping us.
Right.
Yep.
Agreed.
For sure.
Definitely agreed. All right, folks. You know, we ran a little bit over what we kind of wanted to. I know, Dan, you need to get back on the road to get where you need to go.
Or just back in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Right.
Or gambling.
Wait, why is Chrissy driving away?
Oh, Chrissy.
That's awesome. You know, I appreciate all of you guys taking the time. I know today is Sunday and it is nighttime for most of us. And I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day, you know, out of your family's time to sit here and celebrate this 50th episode with me. I appreciate all of you guys.
I'm honored.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Episode.
thank you for having us.
50
It's a big honor
episodes.
to be on the 50th.
50, man.
So rad.
Agreed.
Can't believe it.
That's a lot of work.
Yep.
It has been, and it's been great, and I love that all of this, all these kind of milestones are happening right now at this time where the Raps VIP event is getting launched and the RapsCon is getting launched. It's kind of everything's coming down the pipeline, and I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you be a part of it.
Totally.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeff.
Any last words you guys want to give out, advice or anything before we sign off?
We're going to give out a lot of advice at
guys.
RapsCon.
Let's work on this whole phenomenon of work until 6 o'clock in the morning. We got to break you of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got to have lives, guys.
Yeah, definitely. I
sometimes you just get
Spoken like a
and
true
all of a
trooper
sudden
there.
it's 6 a.m.
You paid your dues.
Yeah, that's true. I
That's
went
true,
through it and I
Mr.
learned
Evans
my
has been
lesson.
there.
I'm hoping to help you guys avoid that horrible lesson.
Work smarter.
That's right. We can always make another buck, guys. We can always make another buck. You can't get the
That's
time
right.
back. We got
Right.
to figure out ways to be effective.
Touche.
Yep.
I agree, but I will give Nate some credit here on I know about some of these projects he's working on that he can't discuss right now, and I understand why he's doing it.
The grind is real.
Oh yeah, so just wait for it. Obviously, we've all been there.
Yep.
I can't work through till 6 in the morning anymore. I get up early and then work till midnight.
Those are
I'm
old
wired
skater
anymore.
knees.
Well, yeah, I'm broken.
Old,
about-
broken, whatever.
Whatever. Listen to Chris. Whatever. Talk to the hand.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. I appreciate, again, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on and celebrating this great milestone with the 50th episode. Again, you guys rock, and thank you, Dan. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Chris. You guys are all great. I can't wait to see you guys at the event this week and have some fun and high five and hugs and have some good
Absolutely.
memories.
Yep.
Thank you, Jeff.
Absolutely.
It's been an honor, Jeff. Thank you.
Can't wait.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me
thanks
on.
for having me.
Anytime, guys. Thank you so much. Again, you guys enjoy your day. Thank you so much for what all you guys do for the industry. And I wish you guys all, again, like I wrap it up all my podcasts, I wish you guys all well for 2018.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You the same.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys in a couple days.
All right.
Great.
All
See
right.
ya.
All right. Later, guys and girls.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Travel safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Everybody have the safe travels out.
Yep. Hey,
I'm already here.